let's go straight into it, Aries. You got the Father and you got the King. Wrong way up. Check out the Libra video as well, because Libra also got this very Emperor type energy, which of course is your energy because you're Aries and you are the Emperor. This is about divine masculine energy, but it's about force and how force works in your life. And as you know, I have the boy who is up here, home from university, still asleep in bed. And when I was pregnant with the boy, I felt the force. I know that sounds really mad, but I did. I remember being in a hospital, feeling an entity that was not like my energy at all. I'm a Pisces, quite passive energy. But this was like, I just felt, I kind of just stared at the bump. Like, my God. I knew in a way that this person was everything to do with me and nothing to do with me. Because Aries has a force of their own. You have your cardinal. You're supposed to be like moving forward, but also taking other people with you, but also not caring if they follow you or not. That's King energy. K-I-N-G. And I like it. But we also have this Father energy. And that's the archetype of the Father, where we learn traditionally the divine masculine energy from. Or if it was a troubled relationship, still where we learn it from, but in a kind of a off-key way. Excuse me, coffee, very hot in here. Okay. So when you are done with this, there will be an extended reading. So maybe check out the Aries extended reading, but also check out the Libra reading, because there's a whole story on there about this and about the Father, and a white butterfly has just gone by, and I'm pretty sure that may have happened for them too. Then I went and got greedy and I wanted to pull another card, so I pulled Kairos. And that is, if you look at these three cards together, and we'll pull some tarot in a minute. Look at me. God, they're always in the wrong place. Right, look at these three cards together. These three are like a little trilogy together. And this Kairos is the whole point of it. And thank God I've got my reading glasses, and it's the expensive ones. And I'm just going to look in the book about Kairos, because although I think it's a Greek word, I want to get it right, because I have a feeling this is very, very important for you. Oh, is it the last one? Ooh. It might be, you know. Ooh, love this. Okay, so Kairos. We have all had experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. Maybe felt as time standing still, or those kind of weird moments that you get, you know, like if you're on the beach, or, you know, if you're young. For mine, I was watching Guns N' Roses. Wembley, it was about 1992, something like that. And I was watching the Use Your Illusion tour of Guns N' Roses, and I know, I'm old, it's old now, but when Welcome to the Jungle started, oh my God, I honestly goosebumps about it now. Time did stand still. It's one of the, next to having the boy, that is the best day of my entire life. And if I had 10 lifetimes, I swear to God, it would still be. So this is mythic time, the territory of Kairos. A secondary time continuum, we are getting there. We are going to be in the DeLorean for this reading, aren't we? A secondary time continuum that goes beyond earthly clocks and schedules. Within the non-linear realm, we access divine timing. Get this, a single moment ripens with auspiciousness. It ripens with auspiciousness. And our actions change the trajectory of our life. Okay. It's about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. Chronos is time, I know that. And Kairos is this, mythic time. Logos is knowledge. Woof, 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 woof. Gosh, you turn me into a dog. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anything else you need to know. There isn't. Okay, fine, let's throw some tarot cards on it. Let's throw some tarot cards. And for you, because most Aries I know, and let me know in the comments and say hello to me in the comments as well. So I love saying hello to Aries. Love you, Aries, as well. You've been asking for your reading and you're very direct. Like, where's the Aries reading? I'm like, okay. I hear you. I hear you. I'm using this red deck, which is also quite a love deck. So we don't know whether any love stuff will creep in. We do a little love reading in the second half. So if you're looking for love, lovers, searching for love, and the erection section, that will be in the second half of the reading. Sorry, I became a 1980s DJ again. Keeps happening. There's a few personas that I have. Gemma the truck driver is one. Don't get to show that on YouTube. My sister says I need to start a tarot OnlyFans. I know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the whole thing. I had a look and I was like, gosh. Woof. Right. Oof. Hello. I'm going to concentrate now because we've got some interesting cards coming up for you. Ooh. Five of Wands comes up as the first card. Five of Wands is a pain in the arse. But that's kind of all it is. It's like a pain in the arse. I think of it as parking ticket, multiple parking tickets, ringing a call centre and getting really annoyed. You know, that kind of feeling. It feels like... It can be where there are knots in communication, where you want to say something to somebody, or you are saying something because you are an Aries, so you're saying something, but it's like they're hearing something different and you can't really get through. And that's really, really annoying. We then get, with the Five of Wands, Mr. Devil showing up. When the devil shows up, there's often chains involved. I know, there goes OnlyFans again. There's chains involved because the devil is what you are tied to. And I would say perhaps a bit hypnotized or mesmerized or attracted to. Again, this could be in relationships. Watch out, whether this is romantic, work, whatever. Watch out for people seeking to minimize you. Aries do get that a lot with people. They kind of sense that you've got something going on, that you've got a bit of a force, a bit of a power going on, and they may take again. They may just on sight, or for whatever weird reason in their head, want to take you down a peg or two, is what they used to call it. And I think that's what we still call it as well. Normally this sort of thing doesn't really bother you, but they may have power over you. The devil is a card where normally you have the devil here and the people here and the chains, and the devil's like, you know, ha ha ha, I've got power over you. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is when you're not thinking clearly. I was going to say you're not clinking clearly then. Oh dear, you're not thinking clearly. You're not following the plan, whatever the plan was. And let's take another card for that. Yeah. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is like your higher self. Okay? The Hierophant is your higher self. And remember that Kairos card that you got. About mythic timing, about weird timing, about sometimes pursuing something which is not right in front of you, or even that you can't explain the reason to anybody. The Hierophant is your higher self. It's Tyrion of Game of Thrones. I drink and I know things. And he did know things. So there's something here about knowing the self and sticking to it. Stick to it, Aries. Stick to, I'm just looking for my diary so I can write that down. Stick to, I'm going to put it on here, stick to your guns on this one actually. Hang on. I'm going to put that on my notes because it's important. There it goes. Okay. So the Hierophant is the higher self, and it's giving you advice in a way. And the advice is the Page of Pentacles, which is something I always loathe pulling for Aries because it's not really your thing at all. But it's telling you you're going there, but there is a season for everything. The Page of Pentacles is about the unfolding of something. Now, weird question, but think of your father, okay, or whoever represented that role in your life. Oh God. As I say that, a crow just literally went across the window, and then they are literally crowing over there. There's 3 crows, it looks like a family. Okay. There's some deep stuff here to do with fathers and to do with the masculine and the patriarchy and whatever you want to call it. And I'm not saying that with judgment or non-judgment. You know, I'm not saying, oh my God, the tyranny of the patriarchy and how it's, you know, I'm not thinking like that. Because far greater to just be curious as to how this plays out for you in your life. There is an energy or an influence of your father here, and I don't know why that is, and I would love you to share in the comments as far as you are able where that's falling for you, because it will fall differently for different people. If you had a difficult relationship, say you had a tyrannical father, a scary father, a difficult father, butterfly just went by. God, you're getting so many signs, and Aries is not normally the one I get signs for. If you had that kind of tyranny, if you did not have a voice in your growing up time, when you were little, you need to have your voice now. And I'm literally channeling the roar of a dinosaur here. Like, you know Jurassic Park? And you know the car with the cups of water, douche, 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 and then it goes like that. How am I remembering this? It goes on to, I think, the car door, the glass on the car door, and the girl and the boy are in there. And she goes, and it kind of, the eye, you know, and it goes, and then a snort comes out of its nose, and then it lets it out. It lets out the roar. This is difficult stuff for some of you because I'm feeling it in my chest, and I'm coming back to what I always come back to with Aries readings, or recently I have. My Aries friend who lives at the bottom of the road, who I walked to the shop with last night actually. I see her all the time. We grew up together, we met at little school, and you know, the dream comes true, doesn't it? Wouldn't it be great if you lived at the bottom of the road? And now she does. I'm like, yay! So, and I always quote her as an example, and she probably doesn't even know I do it. So one time when she was really, really upset about something, which I won't share obviously, she turned up at my house towards midnight. I think I had a baby at the time, I think it was the boy. And that was okay because baby was asleep for once in his life, as he is now. And she turns up at the door, and she has gone to the pub because the shops are shut, and she has bought a packet of fags from the, I don't know if they even have this now, but from the cigarette dispenser, you know. She's bought a packet of those, and she's got a bottle of cheap wine. And I look at her and think she's already a bit drunk. And I don't ask her what's wrong, because I'm a good friend and I'm a Pisces and I know this. And also she's an Aries. You don't ask, you don't, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Aries is likely then to just, I don't know, just not come in. So I just said, hi, come in. No question. And I just let her sit with me. We sat in the garden on the bench, and I just let her drink the drink and the fags and rant. Knowing she probably wouldn't remember it much the next day, but also knowing there was a process going on here, like a shedding. And I feel like you need that process, however you can get it. Some good therapists can do it. Not normally a thing for Aries therapy so much, but a good therapist, yes. One who's not too, what we call feathery stroker. That's Marion Keyes, feathery stroker. So, there's some anger built up in you that you need to dispense, that you need to direct, that you need to shed, that you need to utilize and use for the good. That's your Hierophant. I wonder if this is going to spill over into your relationship part. And another thing. Okay, good. So we get the Knight of Wands, and this is you when you're really feeling it. You're kind of like champing at the bit. That will come, but make sure that you hit your timing right, that it comes at the right time. Okay, you don't want this as, you don't want to fly off the handle at the wrong time. Yeah. King of Swords. Okay, for some of you this is you, and it's being clinical and cool and thinking with the head, not with the heart or the anger or whatever else it is that you've got going on. This is precision and accuracy, and if this is about something at work or something with family, or you're arguing over a will, or you're arguing over a house, or you're arguing about God knows what, and you don't even know what you're arguing about, get your facts completely covered. You'll get your ducks in a row, dot your I's, cross your T's, all that sort of stuff. And if you should then explode at somebody, have the evidence clean and clear, because you won't be able to do it in the moment. Shall we have a look how this is going to play out in your love life? Because frankly, I'm absolutely moist with anticipation, as they say. Right. What a way to go into the love reading. Sorry about that. A bit Benny Hill, wasn't it? Or Kenny Everett, really. Let's have a look at your love cards. God. Push them up a bit, and let's whack some love cards down. So I did recently a love reading, which is really good if you want to check that out. It's called Love Reading, I think. It's in the description box, in the Binge, Tarot Binge video section. But in that one, I managed to say, it's like love is a muscle and you've got to flex your love muscle. And then I was like, did I just say flex your love muscle? Jesus Christ, honestly. But I don't edit, so it's still in. Right, let's have a look at your love life. Starting off big with the World. So when you get the World, know that you are, I would say, closing out a cycle, but also at the same time starting a cycle. Yeah, because you get the World with the 8 of Rockets or the 8 of Wands. Whoosh. Very good for a fire sign. That is communication, talking about something, letting something out, letting something go, not keeping it in. Not being polite, not trying to control it much anymore, actually. It needs freedom of expression. You need to express yourself. You need to close this cycle and start another one. Some of you are dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I've got King of Swords and now I've got the Magician. So it won't be all of you, but some of you are dealing with either someone who is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or who is quite compartmentalized in their approach to life and maybe their approach to relationships. And it's not a terrible match, actually, because I've got 9 of Pentacles for you. Aries, in my experience, fiercely independent, actually. Whether you want love or not, you're still fiercely independent at heart. And 9 of Pentacles is the independent person. And I like this. I like this match. But just know that you've got to keep this one in hand as well. So if there's somebody in mind, or if this is the next person that you're going to meet, or whatever for your love connection, it's somebody who is a bit tricky, actually. Now, they may be tricky for lots of different reasons. Nice. 6 of Swords. Another Aquarius card, actually. 6 of Swords is moving forwards, but kind of moving forwards in the face of something a bit difficult. Page of Swords and Knight of... Ooh, okay. Don't mind this one. Yeah, okay. This one is moving forward. This one with the Magician is... You don't quite know if what you see is what you get. It's like I'm slightly getting code breaking or deciphering messages, which Aries won't do for too long without just saying, what's this all about? And that's okay. Whichever side of this you're on, whether you're still deciphering the messages or whether you've gone into what's it all about, that's right and that's good. You are independent and they find that attractive. You find that attractive. Everyone's finding independence attractive. Good. 6 of Swords, the ability for some of you to get over an ex as well, especially if they were an air sign or if they were... I suppose the word is emotionally unavailable, or I think avoidant maybe is better. But then we have the Page of Swords, which is the beginning of a message. It's the beginning of a conversation, whether that's with somebody you're already attached to or somebody you're in some kind of love connection with, or the next person you meet, whatever. A conversation is here to be had, but it's in small stages. And it has the potential to get quite blurty, which can be good in some ways because you learn a lot when people get blurty, but also can be quite difficult if they blurt out something you don't really want to hear, although Aries deals with that quite well. Now, I really like that we have the Knight of Cups coming up for you, because the Knight of Cups is... It can be a love offer coming in, so we like this because we're in the love department at the moment. But it can also be at any level of relationship, somebody or even just the universe throwing you a... I was going to say, it's it, I'm here. Throwing you a love bone. That's what I was going to say. Throwing you a love bone. I want to tear the mid of your love bone. Diddly-doo. Kind of got this like rock. The love bone. I don't know where it comes from. It must be you. It can't be me. We've got this Knight of Cups energy, which is, it's like, it's easy love, actually. It's nice because somebody offers something. It can be offering a date. It can be offering help. It can be offering just the universe thinking, oh God, you know, Aries has had a bit of a difficult time. And it can also be healing for this father, the king, this difficult direction. Is how to deal with anger, how to deal with hurt, because anger is just hurt covered up. Channel message from my Aries. Anger is just hurt covered up. This is going on the notes for you. It's going on the notes for you. Hang on. Yeah. And that's really, really important, because also for Aries, accessing anger is accessing energy, which can only be good. It can only release things further. And I like that for you. In the extended reading, I am going to look at what needs to be said? I'm going to look more at that devil energy. I'm also going to include the father and the king energy, the magician energy. I'm going to do their feelings or their situation. If there is a person on the other side of a connection, we're going to have a look at that too. But we're going to look at the dynamics for you and the shadow side and what you need to work on, whether you're single, coupled, or something in the middle, actually, because this goes further than just a love reading. The extended reading is going to be a very deep dive into everything that's come up: the devil, the father, the king, the magician, the Hierophant, and then somewhere underneath all this is you at the heart of it, and we're going to look at that too. That will be the first link in the description box, and I'm going to go and do that now, actually. Woohoo! I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.